you today to present you innovative Greek companies that do seek funding, equity funding, specializing on the Agritech agri-food sector. Only one word what Hellenic Development Bank does. We leverage European funds and state aid funding in order to design and launch financial tools to support Greek companies always through the local banking network, except the time that we do offer non-financial support, like this support that we do offer to Greek companies trying to enhance their extroversion, seeking international funds or local funds in order to build a more stronger equity. And our job is risk sharing. Practically, we run these venues through the international platform, which is called InnoAgora, which is a networking platform and which is staged within the Euroquity platform of BPI France. We do have the opportunity to invite today Greek innovative companies, and we will start with Solmeia, with the opportunity of inviting Mr. Vasilis Stenos to start. And Vasilis, the floor is yours for a 5-minute speech, and then will be followed by questions. So the session is recorded again, so please go ahead. We can't hear you, Vasilis. And we have a delay on how we see you. We can't hear you at all.
Mr. Stenos, you are muted.
You're muted, Vasilis. Now we hear something.
Okay. So good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for the opportunity. And folks, good afternoon.
We can't see your presentation now.
Perfect.
You just share your screen. Oh, we can see it now.
Okay. So, Solmeia is a biotech company producing healthy, safe, and sustainable next-generation proteins. In a nutshell, Solmeia is composed of 3 main verticals. On the very left part of your screen, you see the climate part of Solmeia, where we convert Scope 1 CO2 emissions into carbon-negative feed that we then, using our own proprietary non-GMO FDA-approved microalgae strains, we convert through our processes into hybrid vertical farming processes into plant-based proteins for food and non-food applications. Our products are composed of 3 different elements: pigments, proteins, and oils, all coming from the same FDA-approved microalgae strains. And the very main concept of Solmeia is the main proteins. Those are neutral taste and color, suitable for any possible plant-based food formulation. They're, of course, carbon negative, ready for the market, rich in full amino acids, and of course, with very high solubility, functionality in general. And as I said, non-GMO, FDA, and EFSA approved. Those are just some indicative slides where you can see some pictures of our own labs. We're hosted in the Democritus Research Center of Greece, and we have our own, as I said before, proprietary in-house developed microalgae strains that are white, beige, yellow, and red, aside of the green ones. Those can be applied in several plant-based different applications, ranging from pastry, poultry, fish, eggs, meat, pasta, dairy, all the way to some beverages. And at the very bottom part of the screen, you already see our indicative B2B existing collaborations and affiliations with specific FMCG manufacturers, ranging from startups all the way to big corporations like Danone and Delta Foods from Greece, as well as European Space Agency, that we have been just selected to develop together plant-based food applications, prototypes for space missions, regular and analog ones. Those are, as I said before, our existing customers with Eggfield, Delta, Nova Meat, Le Papendu, Hooked Foods, and Danone, and as well as European Space Agency. The markets are quite big. We have a B2B business model through which we expect to make money, of course, from our outputs, such as plant-based proteins for food and cosmetic applications. But on the very right part of the screen, you see also the potential of the carbon credits, which is a very big and growing market on which we're also very tapping into. This is just some photos of our existing facility, our demo plant facility. It's 1,200 square meters of a greenhouse. It's like a small factory where we already showcase in a tangible way how we can convert several volumes of CO2 on an annual basis into plant-based food and cosmetics applications. The team is composed of scientists, engineers, and business individuals coming from different countries, all the way from France, the Netherlands, China, India, Portugal, Croatia, and Poland. And we have some extra new hires aside of our interns for this coming year. We also have a very solid advisory board composed of scientists and engineers also from the academia and from the industry, with several years of experience from different aspects of what Solmecya is working on, from the CO2 policy making as well as the global expansion. As of now, we have our running pilot facility established in the Mokitos Research Center, and we're in the process of setting up the fundamental elements required to develop our own factory right next to a very heavy CO2 emitting facility. This is the big picture of Solmecya. So from the left part of the screen all the way to the right, you expect to have the, as I said before, scope 1 CO2 emissions from the very heavy CO2 emitting facility. You convert them through Solmecya's patent into a carbon negative glucose substitute. And this is what is further being valorized with our hybrid vertical microalgae farming patented process, through which, number 4, you end up producing different outputs for food and non-food applications, highly desirable by several FMCG manufacturers, and there are potential plans, number 5 and number 6, for third-generation biofuels and synthetic aviation fuel in the near future. Unit economics, of course, we can overanalyze this one over the question session, I guess. Right now, we're in the phase 1, the demo plant facility already established, so the proof of concept is out there for anyone who has some second thoughts or questions if this is working and how efficient it can be. And phase 2 and phase 3 are the projected economies of scale of our bigger facility, on which, as you may expect, the CO2 as an input comes with zero cost for us. We're looking for 2 million as of now. This is part for our beginning of our facility, the factory facility establishment, following which we have very specific pan-European decarbonization existing initiatives through which we're supposed to co-finance and subsidize 85% capex-opex of this phase 2 factory development. Use of funds goes on very specific sales, further business development, further R&D, and increased capacity of our existing demo plant facility. And this all is getting paired with extra grants of more than 1.9 million euros that we have so far, let's say, been already awarded to this company. So thank you all very much for your attention. I'm happy to close with this strong vision of Solmecya. It's one-on-one. By 2030, we expect to have been able, with collaboration with several B2B affiliations with all throughout Europe and the world, to be able to absorb 1 gigaton of CO2 per year and contribute towards feeding 1 billion people per year. Once again, thank you very much.
Thank you again, Vasilis. It's great news what you try to do in market with such a organic development, and the expected growth will be eminent. One quick question: how much funding have you already received from EIT Food?
Lovely question. So, and thanks for the opportunity. We're the coordinator of a very big project from EIT Food, and we have managed to secure for ourselves 1.4 million euros from EIT Food.
This is calculated in the 1.9 that you already showed?
This is part of the 1.9, very correct, yes.
Okay, and when did it start that, and when is it going to be finished?
This project started December 2022 and is about to finish December 24. If not, we also might get an extension.
Okay, we have another question by receiving them at the time we've been sending the prospectus of your presentation in the beginning to attract the interest of potential investors, and it is the following. I mean, so far you have demonstrated that you are cooperating with FMCG large corporates and Bravo. And the question is whether you did have an opportunity to share an invitation to be included on their corporate innovation labs. Otherwise, you have to build your own lab and your own factory. But still, did you have any vision of trying to, be incorporated in their technology innovation labs hosted within their premises? In any case, in any company.
The strategic affiliations we so far were blessed to have managed to have with a bunch of FMCGs, big and smaller ones, includes and pertains us to be part of their innovation labs. And we don't expect to develop our own end products, but to contribute and collaborate with them at their own, with their own know-how, their own expertise, and their own capacity to develop together end products. We just provide the highly functional, unique ingredients, as they have all admitted, at their own technology labs and further, let's say, R&D facilities. Of course, we also have our own labs in Demokritos and a very big production facility, but still, they have a better expertise and, of course, better equipment than us.
Sorry, go ahead, please. Somebody did ask something, perhaps?
No, I didn't hear. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. Okay. Right. No more questions from our side, but please feel free. Anybody who want to raise a question, please go ahead. As another question we had, it is you seek 2 million and you're already burning 1.9, correct? If you had the chance to have additional funding, how more quickly your project will be going, and which kind of evolution you will be having? Yeah.
There must have been a miscommunication. We're not burning 1.9 per year. We expect to burn these 2 million in case we raise it ASAP within 15 months. So this is, let's say, the timeline we have for this 2 million. Still, had we managed to have gotten money faster, we would have, of course, increased our production capacity by a factor of 3 within the next 3 or 6 months, which is remarkably exciting also for the big FMCGs because they need higher volumes than our samples. We managed to so far supply them to, of course, secure and start launching to the market one indicative end product coming from our own ingredients. So yes, by raising money faster, we could, of course, faster end up into the production facilities on their ends and launching products to the market. In the meantime, we're working with some other promising EU-funded projects, which we cannot announce yet. So let's please stay in touch for the next 2 or 3 months, through which we expect to develop together with European entities, very big facility, first in Greece and then outside of Greece.
Very interesting. Thank you very much.
So the Series A, if I may, the Series A will probably follow up even prior to the seed end period.
That's what usually happen in, this kind of projects. Thank you. Thank you. Very interesting. I don't see any other questions around. So with your permission, we will say thank you very much, Vasilis, and to Selmeia, and we move on to the next company. Thank you. And George, the next company will be Citrus.
Yeah, we have Citrus, Mr. Kotakis from Citrus. Mr. Kotakis, can you hear us? Mr. Kotakis? He is in.
Yes.
Mr. Kotakis, you are muted. We can't hear you.
Now it's okay?
Yes, we hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you. And we can see you too.
Okay.
If you can put your presentation in full Bravo mode, that would be great. So please go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much for this event. We are a small company that belongs to Agritech sector. Actually, we are a cooperative plant biotech lab that makes research and development towards state-of-the-art products in energy, health, space, and agriculture. Based on unpublished research data on RNA biology, we have formulated low-cost ideas for 4 major unsolved problems in worldwide economy: citrus distress virus, HIV, female breast cancer, and electricity storage. The solution combines RNA vaccines with molecular farming, as well as peculiar RNA prototypes as organic photovoltaics. Hence, our products have to do with organic trees, edible vaccines, cell pools, and photovoltaic arrays. In parallel, we produce aromatic olive oil, organic gene, diagnostic tools for medicine, and we design biological models for space tech, as well as we maintain a stock of agricultural machinery towards a sustainable business plan. That means that we offer easy-made products in the local and the European markets until our prototypes to be built. By this way, we overcome the valley of death. The addressable market is on national and international level. The destination pool is consisting of the following channels: farmer cooperatives, hospitals, personalized customers, and health and agro companies. Furthermore, we can make alliances with research institutes for providing services such as genetic screening and breeding. Our competitors are mainly biotech that are focused on genetic engineering and RNAi. They are located in Europe and USA. But the dynamic advantages of ours is that we use green RNA tech and we value a dominant design for monopoly. Last year, our revenue was 12,000 euros, and we shall apply in European Innovation Council and European Research Council for traction of up to 5 million euros. That's why we would like to ask you to invest 100,000 euros for the 5% of the shares when we enter the stock market. This amount shall allow to support a 5-member group for 5 years, to build a certified lab with the necessary equipment and to cover operational and patent costs. The deliverable will be the proof of concept and it is translating to entering the threshold of the exponential phase of our startup. We expect over 500,000 euros revenue annually before we complete all prototypes. Now, a few words for our group. For recruitment, we have collected over 20 CVs for biologists, engineers, agronomists, and land workers. We have 2 active members dedicated to nursery and desk work. The founder is postdoctoral researcher for 13 years and entrepreneur. Our company is 1 year old, and for more information, you can get on the following locus, citrusgenetics.org. Thank you much for your attention.
Thank you very much.
Thank you again.
It's a multi-versatile application of what you do, touching agri, touching health, correct? And,
yeah, exactly.
And even touching space. But I was wondering whether you have planned correctly the patent application costs, since you want to file patents on all of this. Perhaps your budget that you do seek, the funds that you do seek of something like 100,000 may not be enough. I don't know what is your patent strategy. So the questions we did have on this, it is whether you are patented or you're planning to go patent filing, whether it's going to be international, which kind of cost you expect to have before you start exploiting the ideas.
First of all, I would like to say that some of the channels of the company are to go towards patenting. Some others are to go directly to the market. For example, the easy-made products. Now, for the 150,000 euros, this is the base. We like to have like more, up to 2.5 million to complete all our strategy.
Okay, and if you could remind us from which kind of vertical you will expect to receive the most of your growth out of the health,
I think we are a plant-based company. That's why if we manage to produce resistant plants to CTV, I think this is the most important in our, let's say, scale-driven map.
Okay. Thank you. If there are some questions, please free to raise them. If not, we may continue with the next company of ours. So I don't see more questions. So thank you very much, Mr. Kotakis. And
thank you very much.
We'll be in touch, and your presentation will be available to everybody.
Thank you, Mr. Kotakis.
Thank you. And George, we move on to the next company.
Yeah, next company, Farmer. We have here Mr. Stamatis Diavatidis from Farmer. Hello, Mr. Diavatidis.
Hello, hello. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And let me know when I start.
Yes, you may start. Feel free. You have 5 minutes pitching,
can
5
see
minutes
your
questions. Yes.
Okay. So I'm Stamatis Diavatidis. I'm co-founder of Farmer, a plant stress management company specializing in the early and accurate detection of plant stress. But what is plant stress? Well, plant stress can be caused by either biotic or abiotic factors, and it's hindering the plant to reach its full potential. It is increasing production costs while it's reducing both the quality and the quantity of the final output. More importantly, there are stress like pathogens, which in the very early years of infection do not express the symptoms while they can be highly contaminating. Plant stress is still detected too late. Why? Well, because technologies available in the market today mostly measure chlorophyll content, or they classify stress when symptoms are visible, and therefore they can only accept the problem which is already or it will soon become evident. But it was known in the academic world since the 80s that the first symptom of a stress plant, any kind of stress, is the stomatic closure of its leaves and consequently the increase of the temperature. So, what if we could actually see increase of temperature from stomatal closure? Well, in Farmer we can. By using thermal and optical cameras, machine learning, computer vision, and AI, we see what no one else can. We are agronomist MRI. We can detect plant stress on a leaf level and long before the onset of any symptom. In trunk diseases, we can detect stress as early as 2 to 3 years ahead, saving time, effort, and a net of 35% of the contamination cost. Take a look at this case. This is what the farmer could see since 2020. Plain green leaves, right? And this is what farmer could see. The beginning of a trunk disease, which only revealed its symptoms in August 2022. We are also offering many other solutions like water stress zones to minimize water waste, low chlorophyll content for targeted fertilization and spraying, digital surface maps, navigation with the problematic plants, and many more. But now let's talk about business. Which are the markets we are providing solutions for? Well, first of all, we're addressing directly the farmer, who through our platform can promptly identify stress and react. Our first crop is the grape. We initially focus on the 10 biggest wine-producing countries. Since establishment, 28 paying customers have used our technology to ensure sustainable agriculture. But our technology applies to any plant bearing leaves. So we will add more crops. Thus on soya beans, we can increase potential by 7.5 billion euros. There are many players in the market, but no one, however, until today is using thermal cameras powered by AI to provide early detection. Next, we're addressing Agritech market. Greenhouses, smart tractors, spraying drones can use our technology to enhance the product offering and provide complementary services to their customers. And finally, we are offering solutions to agricultural input companies to help them further develop and promote the effectiveness of the products or to improve the efficiency of the digital farming solutions. Farmer has received international recognition and awards, and all this thanks to our competent and highly dedicated team, which combines youth and experience. Our strategy going forward is to keep developing new technologies and new features so as to remain ahead of competition, to expand abroad and to go to the southern hemisphere to weather out seasonality, to work on integrations with agritech companies like greenhouses, with agricultural input companies like Bayer, and with satellite companies like Albedo, and to launch new crops. We're looking forward to kicking off EIT food test farm programs to test our new crop agnostic AI in Polish farms in May. In order to implement our business plan, which is rather based on a very conservative assumptions, we're initiating our €1 million seeding round. So you want to invest in an Agritech company which makes impact at scale, contact us. Thank you very much, and I'm open to any questions you may have.
Thank you very much. We did have a few questions from when we send the prospectus to investors, and the question was how much you base yourself on AI. That means what are you doing? New crop diagnostic AI? Are you doing classification of stress or any alternative mean of data collection, for example, satellite, whatever? So they would like to have a little more elaboration on this.
Lovely. Well, currently we are using an AI which needs retraining for every new crop. It's a supervised AI. And we are using also drones for data collections. But however, we have already developed our new crop agnostic AI, which will be tested as of May within the EAT test food program, exactly, in May in Polish farms, one of the biggest farms, the top farm, which has 75,000 hectares in Europe, of which 33 is in Poland. Also, during that effort, we will attempt to classify stress among biotic and abiotic. And as of the second part of your question, we are also developing currently our technology to be able to receive data from very low Earth orbit satellites, which will be able to provide high-resolution thermal cameras in order to improve scalability and to reach out our last mile, of course, decrease costs. We have already discussions with ESA program in order to be part of it. And we're receiving also data sets from other satellites that currently they are not launched on a full scale. And we have very encouraging results as of today.
Mm-hmm. Are these covering another question we have on the panel, that it is a brief description of the expected traction of 2024?
Well, in 2024, we're very optimistic given all the contacts that we have made last year. We have qualified leads for expanding abroad, besides the Polish market that we expect also to tap following the test farm program. We have also contact with Australian market and the US market. But besides that, it is the first year that we expect also to have revenues and contracts from our two other market segments besides the growers. We have already late discussions for a pilot program in a state-of-the-art greenhouse in Viotia, and one also in Holland. And following the awards that we have received last year through the matchmaking of Agrifood and the Life Hub Barcelona, and the discussion we have with Bayer, we are also believe that we will be able to help them also improve, as we said, some features that they have in the digital farm solution. So we will engage also in that market this year. So we are very optimistic.
Okay, thank you. I don't know if somebody has another question to pose. Nope. If not, thank you very much. And we continue. Yes, thank you very much, Stamatis. And we continue with next company. George will be.
So we have Mr. Christos Raftogiannis from Citicrop.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hello, yeah. We can't see you.
Yeah, I'm facing a problem with my camera right now. Let's start, and I will try to solve it on the go.
Okay, you can share your
sorry about that.
Don't worry, we see your presentation.
Okay, presentation is okay. Can you see the presentation?
Yes.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
Great, let's start. Okay, hello. I'm Christos Raftogiannis, founder and CEO of Citycrop. Today, I will share how we are bringing Citycrop farms to cities, changing how we think about fresh local produce. Now, let's explore the team and advisors driving Citycrop missions. I lead a dedicated team. Yannis, our tech expert, and Stavros, overseeing tech infrastructure. Our advisor, Michalis Petihakis, CTO of Orpheum, offering valuable tech insights. To understand the problem we're addressing, let's look at the current gaps in food system. Current food systems have gaps causing fluctuating price and inefficiency. 30 to 50% losses due to transportation and storage, also restricted freshness and diminished nutritional content. Furthermore, our food travels over 1,000 kilometers, passing through 20 hands, consuming energy and materials. Our solution that transform agriculture. At Citycrop, we're reshaping agriculture. We provide fresh, healthy, and safe food, addressing environmental concerns with transparent, locally driven production. Imagine the Citycrop, the impact of having Citycrop in your local supermarket and unparalleled customer experience through transparent production, boosting loyalty of customers, transform the way you interact with food, embarking on a journey of innovation. To understand how we achieve that, let's explore the technology behind. Citycrop in-store farms uses data-driven AI-powered automations for yield optimization. We track parameters, capture images, and employ computer vision to ensure optimal plant growth and health. Now let's explore our innovative business model that empowers supermarkets. We offer a model, we call it Farm as a Service for supermarkets with device rental and fixed prices for the greens, herbs, and salads, empowering supermarket to ensure urban farming and provide a direct farm-to-table experience. Understanding the market size helps to see the strategic position of Citycrop. There is a huge opportunity in the EU supermarket and grocery sector with a total addressable market of 0.99 trillion. Citycrop strategically positioned to capture a significant share. Now let's distinguish Citycrop from competitors in the industry. Citycrop stands at the intersection of freshness and quality and hyperlocal produce. Our commitment to quality and hyperlocal produce set us apart, redefining sustainable agriculture. This commitment reflected in our fresh and authentic products. Citycrop provides plants with authentic flavor, extends shelf life for about 3 to 4 days without to send them to the fridge. Unmatched taste, rich in nutrients, and cultivated with 0 pesticides, ensuring a non-GMO experience. To showcase our progress, let's explore our traction today. Citycrop serves 1 active client, operates 4 thriving farms in Athens, and introduce new varieties. Now let's take a closer look at our product range, starting with salads and herbs. Our exclusive range of salads is a testament to the finest, freshest, and healthiest produce available. The next slide is about our numbers and through our pilot. In the past 30 working days, Citycrop sold over 2,900 plants with fresh salad and basil as best sellers. Clients experience and average basket size is about 125 euros, and our daily sales reflected efficiency, sustainability, and customer satisfaction. to support our growth, let's discuss our funding requirements. We are seeking 1.1 million for the next 18 months. The allocation is 60% for device production and center establishment, 20% for scaling, marketing, and customer acquisition, and another 20% for the team enrichment. Finally, your support is not just an investment, it's a contribution to an urban farming revolution. Join the urban farming revolution. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much. Very interesting. We do have one question. What is the total addressable market? Because they say that the EU total grocery market cannot be considered as a city crops addressable market, only micrograins. Yeah.
Let me go up. Yeah, the serviceable market is about 9.80 billion, which we include in this market all the fresh produce from the supermarket and the grocery stores. I mean, leafy greens, herbs, etc. And there is a conservative percentage we can take from there. If we say just the 1%, we are about in some 908 million.
Right. I mean, together with this question goes the other question: how quickly you can secure that nobody will imitate you, and how?
Okay. Yeah, we started back in 2015. We with B2C product. Then we pivot to B2B. But from the B2C product, we have tons of data on the cultivation side, and then we move our technology to the B2C devices. With this thing, we have a consistent produce with a very low cost. This is a thing that we can use to capture the market faster than the other competitors.
Okay, but there is not something patented that you can claim that it will be working only for your side, correct?
Correct right now, but the tons of data we have collect, every company needs time to collect this. This
so you
data
will be ahead of the competition in any case. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, third question and the last from our side, since we may ask some more questions to be launched by the participants. Since you do have a device that you sell permitting the in-house plant growing, let's say, would you consider to be sold in Amazon? And if yes, when? And if not, why not?
Yeah, as I said, the B2B device, it's only for rent right now, because this is our model where we provide the plants, the customer support, the refilling of the device, etc. But as I said before, we started with B2C devices, which is smaller for households, and we have already 3 products on the market. Starting from the smaller one, which is something like a gadget with 3 plants, and we have another 2 with 13 and 26 plants for more production, for more produce. We're ready with a smaller device. We're ready tomorrow to go to Amazon if we want.
Okay, and we do have one question coming now. I mean, presumably you're saving water with this kind of nouveauté, let's say, in growing greens. Have you measured how much water savings you offer versus to normal?
Exactly. Yeah, we have measured that. The standard water that you from hydroponics is 95% less than the traditional agriculture. In our devices, which is less than 1 square meter each device, and we have about 100 plants. The water consumption is about 5 to 8 liters per day.
Right. Great.
Which is right, 95% less than than traditional agriculture.
Which is amazing. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know if we do have some more questions from the other participants. If not, thank you very much for the time and effort and the opportunity to meet you. And let's move on to next company, please, George.
Yeah, we move with Mr. Andreas Petrov from Agrica. Andreas, can you hear us?
Yes. Hello to everyone. Can I share the screen?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Have the opportunity to see my screen?
Yeah.
Let me start.
Yeah, the floor is yours.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, dear audience. I'm from Agrica Digital Innovative Solutions company, IT service provider. And let me introduce our project, Agro Soil Fertility Map, powered by AI. Global population growth, urbanization processes, and global scarcity of farmlands stimulates us to think about the intensive ways, approaches to increase the productivity of farmlands. And based on latest achievements in artificial intelligence, we are trying to do our best to use the information about the most appropriate usage of soil fertility. So our solutions consist of integrated database of specific crops productivity factors, proven in laboratories, integrated database of chemical analysis results, of real-time real data samples with coordinates binding, artificial intelligence model with algorithm that aggregates knowledge management about yield rates, productivity of certain crops, and the presence of certain nutrients in the soil. Our advantage is visualization of soil fertility map for selected agricultural crops with the highest yield ratio productivity heat map range based on factors that influence on the productivity of specific crop, real-time recommendations of soils fertility and agroplants quality improvements in the context of every selected agriculture based on AI. It's a domain background that was used for the substantiation of this idea, measuring results of some pH index in soil. And based on market analysis, the current trend is increasing of usage of AI in agriculture from 2 billion till 7 billion during next 7 years, with average market size growth from 12 till 23% per year. It gives us opportunity to consider us like enough relevant solution. So our nearest competitors are Arva Intelligence, American USA based company that are on the pre-seed level, and company does its research in this area, and Rebasket company from Zimbabwe that has already a solution, but we could be more competitive with more ergonomic design of UI, UX, and interactive heat map. Technical implementation is based on PyTorch, SciPy, Django, MongoDB, Angular, like the most relevant technological stack for this project. Operational plan is based on Scrum agile approach with 2-week iteration and everyday Scrum meetings regarding the progress increment, as well as we can keep in mind to integrate it with futures and spot price market stock exchange to give farmers some advices about the most appropriate agricultural culture that is relevant for their farmlands in terms of demand on the market. And commercial effect is from 20 to 60%, 15.8, based on calculated factors, and it gives productivity efficiency increasing of output from usage of farmlands. Budget and estimation for implementation of this project is 318,000 euro, and we need team capacity of 10 team members with described technological stack. As well as we need additional consultancy of soil laboratory and R&D department, estimated in 6 participants and team members, and cost for is budget for this activity is estimated in 120,000 euro during the project implementation. Monetization is based on service software service business model with market capacity about $20 million. So opportunities, the solution advantages is opportunity to scale up the agricultural productivity through intensive way, visualization of soil fertility map with connection to specific agricultural crops, minimization of losses due to inappropriate usage of agricultural resources and farmlands, modern technological stack that easy to find team to maintain it, right time for market entering due to low current competition level, comparatively quick implementation opportunity of solution based on available expertise in this area, opportunity of integration with futures and spot market prices due to REST API approach and interactive model, and we are targeting for growth and expansion and IPO in 5 years with this project. Thank you for attention. I'm happy to answer a question and deep down in this area. Thank you.
Thank you. Yep, it is a question. How much do you charge the farmer? How do you reach them?
Yeah, so actually direct communication, direct sales with farmers is going to be implemented, and given opportunity to participate in this project on some maybe division of cost on the initial stage to attract it in this activity, and step by step. So participation in exhibition that we do now actively through the Athens Trade Chamber, and direct exchange with potentially market complementary companies who would be potentially our customers in this area.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
And question about price, so it can be based on this budget. So implementation of system is one time, it's and 300 it's our costs, but every time when we need make some measures, so it depends from additionally costs is for real-time measurements of soils.
Other question, very quick one. Why has been chosen exactly this technological stack and frameworks? What are the advantages? But we did have a combined question with this one. I mean, what also will be the opportunity to link with some financial KPIs and perhaps offer an integration with futures and spot market prices? So, the one I think goes with the other because technological stack choice goes together with the expansion that you fulfill in your mind. So please go ahead. If you could give us a hint. Yeah.
MongoDB is most relevant for the data-driven solution that is based on coordinates and take into account that we provide interactive map. So for like the most advantage of the solution, we are using Angular, Google framework that is relevant for the rendering of data and has amazing scalability like opportunity. Django framework is framework for REST API. We can provide integration with external Yahoo Bloomberg services that provide some data for like advisory source of recommendation for farmers to take into account some in decision making before farming activities. And PyTorch and SciPy is also Python frameworks that are used for artificial intelligence and like native for Django, and it's very integrative, like with and friendly with Django. So it's the same language, and they used for data analysis and like very high like scalable effect in the solution like this.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions, please, from the audience? Not apparently. So thank you again, Mr. Petrov. So for the presentation, the opportunity to meet you, and we'll be in touch with potential investors. And George, please bring us to the next company. Thank you. So
yeah, we are moving with Mr. Panos Hadjilazaridis from Managi. Panos, can you hear us? Panos?
Yes, can you hear me now?
You can. Yeah, we can. But
okay,
we can't see you.
Just a moment.
Super.
Can you see me too?
Yeah, super.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Please upload your presentation and you may start a 5-minute speech and some questions by the end if will be arised.
Just a moment. Okay, let me know when you can see the screen.
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may start.
Perfect. So thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Panos Hadjilazaridis. I'm the CEO and founder of Managi. Managi was founded in 2017 and addressed a specific problem which had to do with the exports of food and beverage products produced in Greece. So the problem was that most of the exports were being done by the large enterprises where they held the share of the 70% of the exports and only 5% of the companies were executing those exports. The solution we provide to small businesses in order for them to be able to be extrovert and export the products abroad was the outsourced exports department. At the same moment, we're aiming to the global market, which shows from the results that we already have as a company, which has a huge total addressable market, which has to do with the global health awareness food market. We combine automated online inquiries. We are really fond of automation in general to minimize the time needed from the time that we present the product to the actual order. We achieve economies of scale through combining the number of the producers that we represent in order to split the costs among them and make them affordable for each and one of them. And at the same time, we implement end-to-end services from the producer to the buyer. And we also apply modern export business concepts that I will present to you in a while. The outsourced exports department consists of like a complete portfolio of services that we addressed through our experience the past 7 years, which covers 100% the demands of the producers to be able to reach out and create sales opportunities in the foreign markets. At the same time, we try to get on the boots of the buyers. So to be able to understand the problems and facilitate the whole process, like I said, to minimize the time to achieve the actual sale. So we provide to them traditional services, which actually minimize the effort and the cost to be able to procure those products for their businesses. And at the same time, we implemented some innovations, which, as I said, have to do with the automation of online product and shipment inquiries, while during 2023, we created a new concept which actually presents and gives the opportunity to the buyers to test and feel the products in their country, and it's called Greek F&B Roadshow. We have been in Malta and Warsaw so far with the Greek F&B Roadshow concept. Our growth over the years is always rising. We currently export to 7 countries and we represent more than 120 producers from all over Greece. In our portfolio, we have more than 40 categories of food and beverage products and some natural cosmetics, more than 1,000 products overall. Those are some of the countries that we export, which this map actually shows. I want to emphasize on the fact that we were able to reach out to different kinds of markets with different cultural aspects because we had the ability to focus on the marketing rather than just buying the products, stocking them, and investing our money without knowing the potential of the actual sales of the products. Now, how we get money? We have annual subscription fees for the producers, 2 basic business packages for them. We're getting the money through broker fees and commissions from the B2B and B2C sales. We also provide consulting services both to the producers and the buyers, and we also design private labels for both of them. And we actually are getting paid from the trade participation fees as well. From 2021, we have a rising growth rate. We have been financially self-sustainable till 2022, where we participated in the Egg Incubator program from Eurobank, where we ranked 2nd there, and we had the ability to get a loan through the bank with a very, very small interest rate. So we maintain this profitability and this growth rate, and we are aiming higher and higher each year. We have registered our trademark and logo in a European level, and we have been ISO certified since the beginning of 2023. And we have been awarded and also claimed prizes through the past years for our entrepreneurial endeavors. Our main competitor is Wikifarmer, which serves as a B2B platform for not only group producers, but from other producers from other countries as well. But we are emphasizing in providing step-by-step and customized help to both the buyers and the suppliers. So we are handling the administration process. We have flexible commissions because we have seen that steady commission is not competitive to different markets. We have an amazingly low cost for the participation of the producers to the trade first because of their large number. And we are able to do physical and accounting consolidation in order to save costs for the buyers. Our team consists of 8 individuals at the moment and 2 freelancer salesmen that are working in Poland and Canada for the sales of our products. We have 2 investment proposals, one which is the short term and actually has to do with the promotion of our brand, because all the results that we have achieved so far are organic, and now we are ready for paid advertisement. So 65% of this budget of 250,000 for 12 months is going to be targeting sales promotion, 31% for additional hires that need to support our marketing endeavors, and 3 and 1% for IT solutions and for additional quality management systems. The second investment proposal, which is like I want to say, we want to set the wheels of the chariot on fire, and this is going to be executed through using AI technology in order to develop a procurement software, which is not only going to have applications in the F&B industry, but to other industries as well, and is going to unite all the involved parties for the export and import process and give automated optimal suggestions to the buyer on how to procure the product, which product should he choose, how should he pay, if he should insure it or not, etc. So our goal and vision is to reach 30 countries during 2024, more than 500 producers from all over Greece, and overall, our vision is to expand globally by providing our solution through a franchise model to other rural economies as well, and to develop our sophisticated AI tool that I just told you about. Thank you very much.
Great, great. Thank you. Thank you. Very organized business model. You do have a competitor though, but you express the differences. Nevertheless, we could say that there could be plenty of organizations, institutional or not, they would like to have your opportunity to offer you as a service to either their local or international clients. But still, we have a question. What is the number one product that you sold in 2023?
If you by product like mean the actual food and beverage under the food and beverage category product, it was olives and feta cheese.
And second, and percentages?
In percentages, I would say that it was olive oil combined with herbs, jams and spreads.
Okay, I'm sure the person who asks will expect to listen something more about winery products and grapes and wines, but still, this thing.
Wines are ranking between the second and third position, to be honest.
Okay, right. Okay, have you exploit cooperations with institutional players, B2B players, or not? For example, Enterprise Greece is an institution that helps the extroversion of Greek companies, and perhaps you will be a tool among the other tools that they use, or international exhibitions and trade fairs that they do. For example, Anuga, okay, would like to have situations offering your, let's say, we don't call it marketplace, let's say your tool to fuel their exhibitors or their partners with this kind of service. Do you think that this kind of notion exists abroad, or you have to make a hard selling story towards them?
It definitely exists, and this is a pretty accurate question regarding our extroversion activities. So I would like to say that Enterprise Greece has been really supportive since 2020. And after the pandemic ended and we were able again to travel and participate in trade fairs, we have participated in both Anuga and Sial, which are like major international events in our industry, in cooperation with Enterprise Greece. We have been forming strong connections with all the individuals that actually are part of this organization, and we're going to participate with them in other trade fairs in the future too.
Right. Thank you very much. Yeah, if there are some questions, please go ahead. If no more questions, we'll say thank you very much. And
I did a good job.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we proceed to the next company. Thank you again for the opportunity. George,
we are moving to our last but not least company, Agritech. Mr. Vlasis Tsezos. Vlasis, can you hear us?
I can hear you fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes,
And we can
yes.
see
All right,
you too.
fantastic. So I'm sure my screen, you can see my screen, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yes.
We can.
Okay, should I go ahead?
Yes, please.
The floor is yours.
All right. So hello, everybody. My name is Vlasis, and I am the CEO and co-founder of Agritech, and we are a food tech startup. So why are we here? Well, the food chain is broken. A lot of food, actually 15% of all food produced is lost before that even gets to the store. Aquacultures, our customers know this very well. When you transport freshly caught fish, it has to be at 2 degrees to extend its shelf life, but that is hard to monitor. The inability to accurately assess freshness and quality leads them to make mistakes, such as send fish to faraway retailers who in turn receive a bad product, so the product is returned and downgraded. Actually, the industry metric can be approximately 15% or even more, or 20% of their entire shipment is either returned or downgraded. So it's a major problem. So how do we solve this? We have built a SaaS platform that monitors food quality, reduces costs, and enhances consumer trust for perishable foods, such as fish and dairy. And let me walk you through our platform for the fish, which is composed of has three components. At the first stage, our users, the harvest crew at the fish farm, use our app to connect the sensors and secure traceability and temperature details from the time the fish is harvested till packaging. We basically help them digitize their operations, assure compliance, and it's all recorded onto our ledger. At the packaging plant, a bit further down the value chain, that's where the magic begins, because we leverage all the previous data we collected, and using predictive microbiology, we can assess freshness and the expiration date. Now, you can ask me, why is this important? Well, producers now know how the fish will be when it's received by the store. So they can decide whether or not to ship it nearby or far away, hence helping them reduce the probability that a product is returned or downgraded, and obviously a lot of cost associated with this digitization. The last part of our offering, we can add a QR code on product packaging so that when you and we go to the store, we can take our phone, scan the QR code, and see the fish's story from seed to fork. And as mentioned, our solution works in a similar way for the dairy value chain. I'm not going to walk you through the entire thing. The differentiation here is that we are helping producers and small-scale cheese manufacturers assess protein and fat content of milk using AI and non-invasive technologies, which is a very important metric for milk. Now, are we the only ones in the market? No. However, we do things quite differently. We are the only traceability providers that can predict the shelf life leveraging bacterial population forecast and assess food quality on the field using AI and non-invasive technologies, which is unique. And that requires our proprietary spectral data set, which took us almost 20 years to populate. How do we make our money? Well, we sell to food business operators and we deliver our services through a SaaS model. We have proved our solution across one of the largest aquacultures in Europe, where we ran a 12-month pilot with impressive results, if I might say. And this pilot is now converted into a rollout across all of their packaging plant. In addition to that, we are currently running 2 more pilots across 2 new aquacultures, fish farms. Let's talk about the market. Our emphasis are aquacultures, but that's only the beginning, as mentioned before. Dairy is next, where our product is at an earlier development stage. However, it has an even larger market. A few things about us. Well, we are a team of 9, invested capital approximately 1 million. One key thing I would like to notice, and we were really proud, last month we were one of the few startups globally to have the honor to present at COP28 Dubai and as a climate innovator. We have received other distinctions. It's worthwhile to note that we are one of the few companies that are also certified based to GDST, which is the global seafood traceability standards, quite a new standard. And our solution, the impact of our solution has been validated by Solar Impulse. Some more information about the team and trying to keep it in line with the timeline. We are a team of multidisciplinary professionals. We are a team from MBAs to PhDs to professors that truly have dedicated their career to technology, artificial intelligence, and non-invasive food quality. We are now looking to expand as any startup, there is no question that, and hence we're looking for strategic partners to help us grow both commercially and through direct investment. So if this is interesting to you, please reach out to me. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vlasis. Thank you. Very clear, very clear. It would be interesting to know a little bit more about your pricing, how you define it, how you monetize.
So our pricing is based, we have 2 pricing components. One is obviously a SaaS. There's another component which is startup cost, onboarding cost. The SaaS component, which I think is the more relevant and the more interesting, is based on production volume. Initially, it wasn't based on production volume, it was based on licenses, but now it's production volume. And let's take the example of an aquaculture based on the number of tons of fish they produce per year. That's how we can easily estimate what is the price they will pay to use our platform.
Okay, thank you.
The input, I can elaborate how that pricing was derived. The input was based first by doing research on competitive offerings or similar offerings or relevant offerings. That was the basis. And obviously, as we grow and as we have more exposure to most customers through discussion and negotiation, we are continuously refining the pricing model.
Okay. Thank you. We have one question. Where have you tested your dairy offering, and why is it important to analyze fat and protein on the field, and any alternatives?
Absolutely. So our dairy offering, the traceability part, which is not that only the traceability has been tested across 200 farms, but that's not the innovative part of our solution. The innovative part, which is the assessment of milk, has been tested over the last year at the Greek National Laboratory of Milk for a year. And why is it important to be able on the field and with a low-cost device and AI to be able to assess that? It is important because for fat and protein first determines the price of milk for producers, but also it's very important for small cheese farms, small cheese producers, because that will determine how much quantity and how consistent their cheese will be. Larger producers that have larger capex can buy other devices such as Milkoscan, which cost in the range between 50 to 80,000 euros. However, these are not mobile devices; they're desk-based device that requires quite a lot of experience. So we aim our solution to be mobile and less than 1/10 of the price of the current competition.
Okay. And is it difficult to estimate your share of market, since your total addressable market, varies from one sectorial category to the other? So how you?
It's never easy to estimate the TAM and the SAM. However, I can tell you how we did it, because we have done both from top down and bottom up to try to find a middle ground. And we used World Bank data to estimate global aquaculture production by volume. And then based on our pricing, we converted that to a TAM. For SAM, we did a similar exercise, again, quite quantitatively, and estimated the markets that we're aiming for the next 8 years.
Okay, great. Any questions from the audience, please? No. I mean, have you counted any potential customers practically? Is it easy to be counted? Do you offer a number, or that's refrains your pitching opportunities?
So the customers, well, we can definitely count our potential customers we haven't done this exercise for dairy, we have done this exercise for aquaculture fish, and we can definitely count them for our current market offering, which is Greece and Spain, and some other Mediterranean countries. Now, for our immediate target offering, we estimate that in the Mediterranean region, that's approximately, and basically for the next 5 to 6 years, the market, we estimate approximately 1,000 potential customers. Globally, and based on the International Aquaculture Society, that number definitely exceeds the 3,000 mark.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you, Vlasis. Right. So we will have more questions. Don't think so. Right. Thank you. You've been no. Somebody raised a hand. Panos, go ahead.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. This is not a question, but just half a minute. I want to say that it is a good opportunity to see Vlasis because we have been together through the egg program. We have been awarded in same competitions as well, and I always admire this business proposal. I really say that without wanting to make a compliment. I think this is the top investment proposal at the moment in Greece for, if I could say, agri-deep tech. And this is not a compliment, really. I wish you the best.
Panos, the feelings are mutual. Thank you so much for stepping in, and it's really nice
My
to
pleasure.
see every opportunity we see. We almost like family.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So we're so happy we are a little part of the family too. So thank you very much for the opportunity again. Of course, the pitch decks will be available for everybody, the recording also. So Vlasis, again, thank you very much. I think here we have to say goodbye and thank you for the opportunity. And we'll be in touch for the next pitching session within a month's time.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
Very much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.